Today, let's talk about how to find job in Malaysia, what it entails, whether it's prohibited or whether it's allowed, and whether it's even easy to get a job in Malaysia. Now, this video has kept long, I know because most people have sent me DMs since I came to Malaysia asking me how they can find a job, how they can come to Malaysia, whether it's good to find a job. I have kept long because I wanted to get my facts right. I wanted to explore and know the nitty-gritties and see some of them before I can even put together a video, because you know what I do? I always put out fact. And so that's it, guys. If it's the first time watching my video, my name is Kenya Brante, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit on the notification bell, and also like the videos. By so doing, you help other people to also watch the video. It doesn't take anything from you. It just motivates me to do more videos, create more content to help other people. So guys, if it's the first time watching me, my name is Kenya Brante. I talk about Asia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, wherever. Very great videos, so watch them. Now let me talk about the 3 top ways to come to Malaysia. Number 1 is come to Malaysia through the work visa. If you want to come to Malaysia through a work, come and work and have your peace of mind in Malaysia, then you need to apply for a work visa. How do you apply for a work visa? You apply for a company in Malaysia that need your services. You can apply by going to LinkedIn, Fresh Jobs, and Job Street. These are the available websites that you can apply. I will link them in the description. And another one is careers.equinex.com. I'm going to link it. They are also hiring in Malaysia. So if you are expert at IT, construction, all those jobs are engineering, all those jobs. If you're an expert, you just have to go to this site, apply for jobs. If you are recruited, they will work on your work visa. They will ask for your details and they will send it to you, and you just fly over and you have your peace of mind. Now, with a work visa, in Malaysia, they mostly give just 1 year. They'll give you 1 year and you renew it every year. Every year you keep renewing. The next available way to come to Malaysia is through coming with a student visa. There are very good universities in Malaysia that you can also apply. And once you apply, you get admission. If you come to study for 4 years, you can come to Malaysia and then do the program that you want. And that is also another way to come to Vietnam. If you're also a student working in studying in Malaysia, it's very difficult getting a job in Malaysia. Most of the companies will not even hire you, unless maybe you are lucky, or maybe to find, let's say, some part-time jobs in some of those IT firms, And even if you get a job, the salary is not very good. If you don't know that you are a student or you are a dark person, they tend to cheat you. And so, coming to Malaysia with a student visa, if you are coming to study, fine, because they have some of the best universities. But if you are coming to school, maybe you have to reconsider your decision. Now, the final one that most Africans come to Malaysia with is coming to Malaysia with a tourist visa. I came with a tourist visa to Malaysia. I was given 1 month, and I was told I was even, most people say, hey, you are the first person to get 1 month. Almost everyone is given 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, for if you come to tour in Malaysia. That is what they give to, and you are not allowed to work in Malaysia. Now, Malaysia is not like Vietnam, where you can just enter with a tourist visa and you can work and you will never be arrested unless you find yourself in trouble. Malaysia, the police literally goes around every time, and the police even go to workplaces where they think foreigners work or where they have intels. They will just go and they will just line you up and you'll be checking visas. If you don't have visas, you are arrested. You are taken to the deportation camp. You will be asked to pay a fine, pay your deportation fine, buy your air ticket, blah, 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 and then they will deport you. So take note, Malaysia is not like Canada, where you can go with a tourist visa and start working, or when they arrest you, they will put you in a free flight and send you. No, Malaysia, you pay for you'll fine you pay the charges, and you buy your own plane ticket, and then they will deport you, and you'll be banned from going back to your country. So that is very serious. Now, I can tell you that there are a lot of Africans working in Malaysia with a tourist visa secretly. They are doing this secretly. And that reminds me in China, how people used to work in China. There are people who went to China and they never went out. Apart from where they were working, they never went out to any gathering. That is happening in Malaysia. People are working and they don't go out. You just stay indoors. In fact, the African community even have a term that once you go out, go with your bag because you won't come again. Once you go out, go with your. And when I came to Malaysia for my visit, I saw somebody who has been arrested and has been deported, and the African community had to go and lock his house or give his house to another person. I will be making that video very soon. So Malaysia is not a place you can come with tourist visa and start working, but you can still find a job. There are a lot of people working here in Malaysia with that tourist visa. That is secret. That is if you are not arrested. If you are arrested, you are in big trouble. Now, having said that and having cleared the road, let's go into the available jobs in Malaysia.
Guys, if you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support.
Now, let me say that those of you in Vietnam who DM me, who wanted to know if there is a teaching job in Malaysia like in Vietnam, the answer is no. The answer is a capital no. There is no teaching job in Malaysia like Vietnam. So Malaysia, they employed Malaysians to teach their students. They don't employ ESL teachers. No, they don't need them. They don't need them here in Malaysia. They don't need them. They have English teachers, Malaysian English teachers, and there are few experts, very few. I tried meeting one, I never met one, but there is one on social media who is from, I think, is it Kenya or Tanzania, one of those countries, who makes video, and he teaches IT. And that guy came to do his master's, and I think he's done his PhD in Malaysia, and so he got himself a job in one of the schools teaching as an IT instructor. He's the only person I found teaching in Malaysia, and that is not ESL. So guys, there is no ESL jobs in Malaysia. No ESL jobs in Malaysia, please. So those of you who are planning or thinking of coming to Malaysia because you think Vietnam is hard, you think China is hard, you think Thailand is hard, you want to come to Malaysia because you've seen me, there are no ESL jobs here. I came to offer a professional job in Malaysia. That's why I'm here. Those of you who want to know why I'm in Malaysia, a school invited me to come and teach the teachers how to teach. A school invited me to come and teach the teachers how to teach English. So Malaysia want to adopt the ESL style, but they are not bringing in ESL teachers or foreign teachers to come and teach. They want teachers to come and teach their teachers how to teach English using how we teach in Malaysia. And that is what is happening. I can't put out the school. So that is why I'm in Malaysia. I'm in Malaysia because the school invited me to come and teach the teachers how to teach English. That is why I'm in Malaysia. There are no ESL jobs in Malaysia. And even myself, they have not allowed me to make any videos because they don't want people to see, you know. So guys, that is it in Malaysia. Now, available jobs in Malaysia. Number one has to do with masons or construction jobs. So this is the easiest job to get in Malaysia for Africans. Masons construction job. So if you know how to build, if you have to make blocks, buildings, tiles, all those, anything that has to do with construction, then you can work and make money in Malaysia. Now it gets interesting if you have those skills, how to operate the machines that are used for mixing the mortar, laying bricks, making all those stuff on buildings, construction, then you can make a lot of money in Malaysia. That is the job that at least I went to the site with the guys to see. Almost all Africans are into this construction job, laying blocks. And the construction job involves a lot of strength work. You should be very strong to do this kind of work or this type of work. You should be strong. If you're not strong, forget about it. You can't do this work. You can't earn any money. But if you're a strong person, then you can work and earn in Malaysia. Number two is plumbing. Plumbing is also a very popular job in Malaysia. because it also has to do with construction, the same thing. Yeah, so if you are a plumbing expert, you know how to fix pipes, connect pipes with electricity, with water, with this, with that, then Malaysia is a very good place for you. If you find yourself in Malaysia and you find who knows road, you find who knows road. So it's not about just getting yourself into Malaysia or just getting yourself into any part of Malaysia. No. Once you get to Malaysia, you need to find who knows road. And who knows road? Well, I know who knows road. So that's it. You can find yourself a construction job and then do. And then the next is steel benders. Steel benders. If you are an expert at bending steel, or if you know how to bend steel, then guys, Malaysia is a good place for you. They are in high demand of steel benders. That is if you go through the right channel of obtaining a work permit, applying through the site I have outlined, you'll be making a lot of money. Otherwise, if it's problematic for you and you want to come or you're able to come, the most important thing is how to get here. Once you get here, then you follow who knows road. You're also likely to find kind of steel bending jobs which makes you a lot of money per your techniques, your skills, and how you can do this work. Now the next thing is the last one is laborers. So laborers is, you need to be strong to be a laborer. I've seen a lot of Vietnamese in Malaysia who are into labor in Malaysia, construction especially, and they are making a lot of money. Vietnamese in Malaysia in construction jobs. So guys, the next one is laborers. That is if you don't have any skills but you are strong. You can fetch water, you can fix mortar, you can bring the blocks. Hey, bring the blocks. Hey, we're laying the blocks. Hey, come and hold for the steel bender to bend so and so. Hey, do this, do that. Hey, laborers, hey, go here, laborers. They will mark you, and I think for 1 hour you can be getting like I think 8 RMB or something. Yeah, I'm not too concerned with their currency, but that's it. So guys, these are the available jobs in Malaysia. These are the easiest jobs for Africans to get in Malaysia. Now, there are also high demanding jobs like HR. If you want to be a human relations expert, you need to have a master's or more. And IT, lawyers. I mean, all those jobs that you can go to Canada, America, UK and do it, they also want them. Those are experts. But if you don't want them, if you don't have those qualifications and you want to come like the normal way, then that is what I've mentioned. So guys, take note that in Malaysia, even if you are working with a tourist visa, you can't just be roaming. You can't go anywhere you like. You can be arrested anytime, any day, anywhere. Because in Malaysia, the police is roaming 24/7. The police are actually giving motorbikes and cars. There are police cars roaming every time. There are motorbikes, police with motorbikes also roaming. So guys, the next job in Malaysia is carers. There are people who care for older people. So in Malaysia, we have people in care homes who need carers to go and care for them. And this job is strictly for ladies. Strictly for ladies. They haven't started recruiting male carers yet. It is only for ladies. So that is the job that is available for most African ladies I saw in Malaysia. They are either into construction. You know, the African ladies can do the construction. It's interesting, but the Vietnamese ladies are into construction, but African ladies, I don't know. They are rather strong, but they can do the construction. Maybe, I think it's the culture from home. So in African homes, ladies are not into construction. Ladies do not ride bikes. But in Malaysia, the African ladies are mostly into care jobs, caring for older people in care homes, or they can invite you to go to their house to go and care for them, private caring, or maybe, you know, all those caring jobs that you can talk about. That is also an available job for Africans, ladies especially. Apart from these that I've mentioned, guys, there is no other jobs in Malaysia. Now take note, Malaysia is not like Vietnam. Malaysia is not like other places where as an African you can just go and then you can find job. No. Now in Malaysia, they prioritize their citizens over any other person. Malaysia have 3 categories of citizens. They have Chinese, they have Malaysians themselves, and they have, is it Indians? And I think Indians. Am I right? I don't know. They have Chinese, Malaysians, and there's one. I think it's Indians. Yeah, I think so. I think it's Indians. So these are the 3 people who make up the Malaysian citizens. And so They prioritize these people ahead of any other country. So if you are coming to Malaysia, it's very difficult finding a job. And in Malaysia, the sun is super hot, like very hot, like in Dubai. Even in the evening, even at dawn, it's so hot. Very, very hot. If you can't sleep with air condition, if you don't have the air condition to sleep with, then you are going to be very hot in Malaysia. So take note of that. And another thing, Malaysia, you can be arrested anytime, especially if you are working with this tourist visa in town. You can be arrested anytime in Malaysia. So if you decide to work illegally in Malaysia, then you should know that, because you can be arrested anytime. And if you're a student, you can work in Malaysia. There were a number of Africans in Malaysia. I got to meet a number of Africans from Nigeria, from Ghana, being the major people I met, from Kenya, from Zimbabwe. I met a number of Africans in Malaysia, in the capital of Malaysia, which is Kuala Lumpur, working in construction, in care jobs. And these guys earn some good money, just that it is not safe. If you have been to China before, the way Africans work in China you don't go anywhere. You stay where you are working, strictly. It's the same way in Malaysia. Africans in Malaysia are damn afraid to go out. They are so afraid. Only those who go out are those who have been able to, who have stayed there for a long time, who knows the ins and outs, those who have been able to get married to Malaysian ladies, and those who know their roots. They are the people who are able to go to Malaysia. Apart from these people, the rest, you can't go out in Malaysia. It's very difficult, and it's a very scary situation for the Africans in Malaysia. So guys, this is my update on jobs in Malaysia. If I left anything out, if you want to ask me any question, don't hesitate to leave it at the comment section. I'm going to answer your questions one after the other. Now, when I went to Malaysia, just in Malaysia, I found out that one African was arrested and never got back home. And I was told this guy has stayed in Malaysia for about 20 years of his life. And one day he got arrested. He just went out and he got arrested. And the African community had to go and take away his things from the room and give the room to another person. I'll try and make a video out of it. Just that I don't want to expose the Africans in there, but I'll try and make a video on that so that you can watch. So guys, if you are watching, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe today. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and don't forget to like the video and leave your comment. Anything you want me to talk about in Malaysia, just write it. I'm going to talk. I have a lot of series. I have interviews with some Malaysians, some Ghanaians. I have interviews with a whole lot of people all coming up. So guys, subscribe so you don't miss any of this update. My name is Kwaku Skenia Brante. Thanks for watching. It's a bye for today.